I'm CasperSight, and how the devil are you, mate? This bit...
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Shapemas. Hey everybody, it's The Shape. This video is a textbook example of why these follow-up videos are important. Because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you get a banger debunk out of it. And I'm going to show you near the end of the video. Trust me, you'll want to see this. The last video, I pointed out that he could have moved that coin on the floor that says yes or no. He could have moved it with his foot because he was standing there. But I couldn't prove it because we didn't see it with our own eyeballs. Did show fishing line. But in this day and age, I don't think little glimmers of fishing line is a really good debunk. When you debunk as long as I have, people they grow tolerance. They get used to the debunks of the past that are real good debunks. It's hard to outdo it because there's so many good ones. People get used to a good debunk just is average. A lot of times it feels average. I was talking to Crow Judas a few years ago, right when this channel started getting popular in this community, 5-6 years ago. And me and him was talking about the rush that you get when you spot the fishing line, you spot the continuity error, or you spot a mask. It's a legitimate rush. I haven't had one of those in a while. I mean, I've had some pretty good catches, but I haven't had one that makes me tingle inside till now. But it was partly because of you guys that this debunk happened. It's just going through comments, seeing what you guys got to say, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it leads to, like I said, a banger debunk. And also, before we get into this video, yeah, I'm blabbing. I'll get to that as well. Got a comment about that. But I want to thank members and patrons because I couldn't do this full time without you guys. I know I don't say it all the time, but I'm truly grateful. Truly, truly grateful. I'm grateful for everybody. Without patrons and members, I couldn't do it full time. It's just logistically impossible. Now, let's get into this video. If you've been with this channel any amount of time, you know I'm all about constructive criticism. Keyword being constructive criticism. And I got two examples of two different comments. Both are criticisms. One's constructive and one not so much. And if you guys know me, I appreciate constructive criticism. I really do. If people care enough about your videos to point something out that you can improve upon, I'm all for it. Now, this first comment by Burglar is constructive criticism. So let's get to that right now.
Burglar writes, don't understand why this fool gets a pass. He's as fake as the videos he watched. Dave, for example, the brothers that exercise every home, if their clients, all with common threads, watches fake. What? How is it possible? Dude's not gullible, Shape. Come on, mate. Heard you saying, ass typing, he's a full living meme. As a fake as the scribble-faced bros, giving credence to the ridiculously fake videos he chooses to watch. Gullible my arse, kid is a full e-beggar. That is, as you said, gets a pass cause he's lovable. Debunking you, if you say you believe he's gullible and not just a soft-hand scripter.
So I appreciate your comment, Burglar, and I appreciate you keeping it respectful as well. See, each video I do, and you guys know this, the video has an overarching theme that runs out through the entire video. And the CasperSight video, like I said in that video, 3 strikes. You know, the first strike was him saying he thinks this footage is real, which was Laney and Ben, and then the second one being really haunted. And I was saying 3 strikes, you're out, because I was going to debunk the one he had in this last video, and that's what I did. Quite a few people were saying, you know, hey man, CasperSight's a grifter. All of his reactions are fake. And hey, I'm not going to argue that his reactions are fake or extremely exaggerated. Extremely exaggerated. But why does he do that? Well, if I'm reacting to a paranormal video, a clip, let's say, I'm just sitting here like watching it, and I go, then the paranormal happens, and my reaction's this. Oh, I didn't see that coming. That's scary. That's a reaction, but that's not the reaction that gets that traffic. When you're like Jim Carrey, and you make these extreme facial expressions, and you scream and stuff, yeah, that's a big put on to make the video more interesting and entertaining. The reason I don't call it out in every video, because that wasn't what the video was about. But I do understand what you're saying, 100%. But the reason I didn't call it out, because I'm going to do the 3 strikes thing. Yeah, in every video, I could say CasperSight, he overreacts. And the thing is, if CasperSight was critical of every video, he would not have any content. He wouldn't have nothing to react to. So he couldn't make any money off of it. And I have no doubt that he plays dumb to a certain extent. That way he can make money off these paranormal videos by reacting and overreacting, whatever. And, you know, I get the grind. I don't agree with all of it either. But, yeah, I don't think I don't see it. I may not mention that in every video. And I'm not saying Casper's a bad guy. I don't think he's a bad person. But, yeah, it's about money for him. Which, I mean, when you're on YouTube, you got to make money. But like I said, I don't call it out in every video because it's just why. You know, that's not what the video is specifically about. Now, let's go to another criticism. Not constructive, just criticism. Let's see what Foul Al has to say.
Foul Al writes, "This better be well done. I'm tired of being gracious. Your shite is boring. Tired of having to set my player to 2 times the speed just to suffer through. Mumble, mumble, blah, blah, mumble, mumble, blah. Tighten up."
Well, well, well. How do you really feel there, Foul Al? Now, normally I wouldn't give this comment a time of day. I wouldn't even put it in a video. Now, I'll take all criticism. And I don't want anybody hating on this person either. Or being mean or whatever. Because, you know, even though this comment is above just, you know, constructive criticism and just outright disrespectful, there is some points in it that is, I think, true. And that is, I do need to tighten my videos up. Because if you notice, the last year especially, I've been cutting a lot of the space in between the sentences. Cutting all that stuff out to get to the point better. But I still want my videos to be like whittled down to like 25 minutes. I've been thinking about that the last year. I would like to get to where it's all just the highlights. It's none of the just me rambling like I tend to do. So yeah, I'll take that criticism on the chin, Foul Al. When you come to the channel and you tell me this better be this better be that, and this stuff is boring, you know, you don't have to watch. I know it's mind-blowing, ain't it? You just unsubscribe or just don't watch. You don't have to click on the video. That's crazy, I know. You got a right to say however you feel. And to an extent, I agree. But do it with respect. I'm respectful in the comments to anybody that critiques me. No matter, even at this level of disrespect. And it is disrespectful. Well, you're boring. I gotta watch 10 times sped up. And you don't have to watch. Now, I do appreciate you bringing this to my attention. And like I said, I do agree. But I think it could have been worded a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. But Foul Al, I was going to say Night Owl. Foul Al, I do appreciate you. Next time, try to keep it a little bit more respectful, please. I'm one of those people that I can take criticism, but when somebody keeps just being smart aleck over and over, that's when I just boot them and block them. I mean, that's just the way it is. Next time, I'll take your criticism. Just be respectful to me. Treat me the way you yourself would want to be treated. Fair enough? Now, Creekstorm left a comment.
Creekstorm writes, "I had to do a lot of research in order to describe someone in my books I write of shivering in fear. I always want to try and be realistic as I can of both actually being afraid compared to someone faking being afraid. At about 9:30, you see he starts off without shaking. Then it starts about 9:45 with the shaking, but he completely stops shaking at 9:49, and he doesn't start shaking again until 9:57. Then he stops at 10:01. To me, it's like he forgot he should be shivering in fear." If someone is truly shivering with fear, it generally lasts about 7 cycles per second, which most people can't maintain, as he clearly can't do here. Fake shivering may slow down, speed up, or pause deliberately, again, as is being done here. Genuine shivering is more rhythmic and uniform, and that is clearly not the case here. I suggest others try and shiver without being cold or afraid, and they will find they can't maintain it. It hurts.
So here's Cree Storm absolutely validating my thoughts on someone portraying fear in comparison to someone who is literally in fear. Now, it's not to say there's never ever any heavy breathing when you're scared, right? Every time my adrenaline kicks in, like I said, I'll suck air in, but my mind forgets to breathe it out. And then by the time I realize it, I've not been breathing for 2 minutes because that fear's kicked in. So when you see TikTokers and YouTubers going, and they can turn it on and off at will, it's crap. It's bad acting. So Cree here writes characters, and she wants her characters to be realistic. So she writes real fear into it. And that's awesome. And kind of validating too, huh? Next comment.
Sarah Burton writes, the cat is only meowing at him when he's standing in the kitchen. I had a cat that looked exactly like his black and white cat, which did the exact same thing every time I went to the kitchen for a cup of tea. Nothing weird about that at all.
I agree, Sarah. I got cats myself. I love those cats. I got Brat and Stripes, and they're both awesome. And yeah, when I walk through the kitchen, they're meowing and loving because I'm the person that feeds them. So they're like, oh, there comes Daddy, and he's gonna give me some food. Yeah, my cats do that. Don't know why I didn't point that out in the video. I guess I wasn't really focused on the cat that much. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That makes sense as well. I mean, his kitchen's like part of his living room as well. So, like a big flat. Now, thank you, Sarah. Let's see what Bob has to say.
Bob writes, I guess people want to be fooled. I guess P.T. Barnum was right. Imagine if he could make ghost videos. My 2003 TV hasn't died yet. I might never know an HD TV. I spoke before and I said I sometimes make off-the-wall comments. I totally agree, Bob. Totally 100% agree with you. People do like to be scared. That's the only reason I can tell. Jordan writes, why is he smelling his finger constantly? I don't know what you're talking about, Jordan. Are you talking about this? Or maybe this? Possibly this or this? I don't know, maybe this. It could be this. Or this. Maybe this. Or perhaps this. I mean, it's crazy, ain't it? Look at this. And this. And this. And this. It's just
So yes, Jordan, just for you, I went through his entire video pointing out a lot of the times he smelled his fingers. Now some could say, well, is he smelling his fingers? Well, maybe not every time. Sometimes he's just got his hands up here like he's thinking or whatever. But yeah, sometimes, I mean, you can see him literally sniffing his fingers. I don't know why he does that, Jordan. I have no idea. But it is funny. Let's see what Robert has to say.
Robert writes, damn, 7 years, it went by so fast. Absolutely, Robert. You absolutely spitting facts. There's been up and downs and all arounds, but I'm proud of where we are now. Now let's check on Cheap Rhymes. Cheap Rhymes writes, my man Shape debunking that 7-year itch.
Yep. Robert and Cheap Rhymes. Yeah, 7 years coming 24th or 25th of this month. 7 years of debunking. Not 7 years of the channel, but 7 years of debunking, which is the part that I celebrate. It's crazy. What a journey, huh? And hopefully we got 7 more years in us. We'll have to wait and see. Now, let's see what Brian has to say.
Brian writes, why the hell do people breathe so damn heavy in the phone's microphone? That shit is annoying. I think I need to dry my earbuds now.
Oh my God. Oh, fuck.
And Brian, you're absolutely welcome, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the breathing.
Brian, that comment absolutely cracked me up when you said you had to dry out your earbuds. That's funny. I can't stand it when people Oh, and I hope you enjoyed that little animation there as well. That's partly because of your comment and people saying that CasperSight likes to sniff his fingers. So, yeah. Now our next comment, St. Michael's Warrior, or was it? Yeah.
St. Michael's Warrior writes, the remark about 3 scratches meaning something demonic is reaching. The African mask is a mass-produced item. You can find them all over the place. The marks or scratches are part of the design. What Casper doesn't understand is the Catholic dogma of the 3 knocks and even marks can be attributed to someone demonic. However, it's at the 3 a.m. mark, which is significant as it's the invert of Christ's birth. The time is relevant. For that reason, the knocks, bangs, or scratches done during this time are mocking to the Holy Trinity. St. Michael's Warrior spitting some facts, but also, if it's an African spirit of some sort, do they even have a Holy Trinity?
I googled African reproduction masks, and there were a ton of different shapes and sizes. Some that look similar to his, but not quite the same. So, comment below if you've ever seen that type of mask. I couldn't find one that was identical to it, but I've seen a lot that were half-moon shaped masks. I don't know anything about it, but St. Michael's Warrior here knows more about it than I do. So, yeah. Next comment.
Paul and Maria's life writes, had he really seen a shadow figure or whatever he thinks he saw, he'd be digging through the drywall. Not a CasperSight fan, but always love and support brothers Shape Army for life.
Paul and Maria's life, you're absolutely right. Especially if you walk 3/4 the way up your stairs and seen a legit shadow figure standing in your window staring at you. Yeah, I'd be out of that house. It's amazing how he just works the nerve up to stay. Like, that ain't nothing. I'll just run down the steps, act scared, and just keep filming cool videos because it's fake. And yeah, we're going to debunk that shadow figure. For realsies. Thank you, Paul and Maria's life. Next comment.
Vicky writes, you are totally correct on the breathing thing. It struck me too. When you're genuinely frightened, you snatch breaths in and you hold it, often leading to hyperventilating unless you catch yourself and force yourself to breathe out.
There's some more validation from Vicky. Vicky, love you, and I appreciate you. I thought I was right about my breathing. I know no 2 people are the same, but I've seen people say that I've been right more than people saying I've been wrong so far about the breathing and being scared. So, now let's see what our very own lovely Polly has to say.
Polly writes, happy 7th anniversary, my friend. Here is to another 7 and many, many more years. You started this community and should have a lot more recognition. Much love.
Polls, we've been at it a while. I really appreciate all you do, Polly, as well. You are a real one, and couldn't do it without you. Yeah, we are, as far as what debunking is nowadays, I think no matter which way you branch it out, what it is now started right here. This guy. But can never leave duck of truth out of it. And the one that personally inspired me as well more is DDF Ghost Hunting. While he debunked paranormal clips of, like just social media clips in general, I leaned more toward YouTube videos and YouTube ghost hunters. Not TV show, not Facebook, YouTube. And it's not just me. It's every one of us. The community. Without you guys, none of us are debunkers or anybody, anything. We're nothing without you amazing community. So I love each and every one of you. Next comment.
I see Ghost Cats right. CasperSight has never changed in years. He is boring. He knows it's all fake. He does not care.
I gotta agree. I see Ghost Cats. If he had a debunker's mentality, he wouldn't be able to do any reactions. I can honestly say that I've watched a lot of videos, and while there's been jump scares that made me go, huh, like that, because I wasn't expecting it, I've never seen a movie or a YouTube ghost hunting video, whether real or fake or whatever, that really makes me react at all, hardly. Now, there's a caveat to that. Mine TV, everybody knows they're fake. I have debunked them bunches of times. The one thing I will give them is the way they made their videos and edited all of it. It built tension and suspense, whether you like them or not. Really, they're the only one that ever like creeped me out, I guess. But yeah, I agree. I see Ghost Cats. If he was critical, he'd be broke. It's just the way it is. Next comment.
Rolana writes, hyped.
Let's clap it up for Rolana. Hyped it, did you? See, that shows love, folks. Just like likes and comments. But that hype is one step further. So, hey, whatever you do, don't hype this video at all. Don't go down there and hit that hype button. Don't do that. I wouldn't want you to do that. Don't like it or comment either. Okay? Or share it. Don't do any of that. Rolana, I truly appreciate you. Yes, this is, of course, reverse psychology. Now, this next comment is what spurred this major debunk coming at the end of the video. Let's read that comment, and then I'll show you the debunk, but I'll show you my path to the debunk itself.
Third time's a charm writes, went to his video to read the comments. Luckily, quite a few people said how fake it seems. Third time's a charm. I want to thank you for that comment because it led me to going to check CasperSight's comments, and this comment you're about to see next is what led to the debunk. Michael Wilson writes, freeze at 9:36 seconds, Ben. Tell me you don't see a Grim Reaper halfway peeking around the coat rack and showing half of its pale face with an eyeless and toothless grin.
So, that's how it worked. See, third time's the charm was talking about CasperSight's comments and how everybody was saying, well, this dude's faking his videos. So I was like, you know what? Let's go look at the comments. That's where I come across Michael's comment. So this combination is what initially led me to the debunk you're about to see. Can I debunk the full-bodied shadow figure that was standing in front of the window? I sure can.
This is the screenshot they were talking about. Now, clearly you see something behind the coat rack right there, and as soon as I saw this, the debunk popped in my head because I knew exactly what this was. And you can clearly see this figure is behind this black cloth right here. This black cloth right there. You can see the black cloth, and you can clearly see the figure. And here's the video of said figure right there. You can clearly see it. And here is another clip of a different angle of this. Actually, it's a cardboard cutout, but you can see it here in this angle as well. This is a cardboard cutout of somebody in a cloak of some sort. And I automatically knew it was this, the figure in front of the window. They're identically shaped, the exact same shape. You don't believe me? Well, let's take that figure, and we'll just take it, and we'll put it right next to whatever that is behind the cloth here, the black cloth. As you can see here, their arms and their dress and their cloak match up perfectly. So I would have to prove that this cutout, when the thing in the window was seen, I would have to prove that this cutout was not there and had been moved. So let's watch the window scene. He sees the ghost at the window. There it is. He turns around and looky right there. There's the black cloth and the cardboard cutout is missing. Where could it be?
So yeah, it's amazing how a cardboard cutout, once the full-bodied apparition appeared, was not down there behind the coat rack. Where could it be? It's identically shaped like the shadow figure is. That is what that shadow figure is. See, this is what makes these videos fun to make. We go deeper into the debunking part of it, and it allows you guys to debunk as well. That's what I want. It's not just about me entertaining you. It's just watching you guys learn and apply debunking yourselves, because a lot of times your ideas are better than mine. That's crazy. So it's all you guys. I appreciate you supporting Shapemas, and I love each and every one of you listening to my voice. Every one of you, even if you don't like me, you know what? I love you as well. Whether you hate my guts, doesn't matter. I love you. Now, you could join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook, the best debunking group ever devised, where we talk debunking 24 hours, 7 days a week. Also, I wanted to point out real quick that, yeah, I've heard about Sam and Kobe. I've heard about them charging $20 for, I guess, extra content. I guess it's extra, but they're still uploading to YouTube for free. Well, you pay with time, but I mean, financially for free, unless somebody wants to financially, you know what I'm saying. So it's not quite like when Watcher was going to put all their content behind a paywall, make you pay for it. To me, if you put the content that you make on your regular channel behind a paywall, to me you're garbage. That's just the way I feel about it. It's not to say that if you like do a video for patrons and members, or that isn't like what you do on YouTube, like asking them what they want to see, you know, maybe reacting to comments, whatever, as long as it's not your main, what you do on YouTube. If I was to take a debunking video and put it behind a paywall, I'd be garbage. Because it's not just about debunking videos, it's, you have to allow your audience to see all of it. They can't learn if they don't see, and if they don't see what you're showing. If it's behind a paywall, they miss that, because some of them can't afford that. So they're missing lessons, and it's class. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, your regular videos should always be free. Always. Now, if you want to do something crazy behind a paywall, videos that have nothing to do with debunking, or in their case, ghost hunting, that's fine. But don't put what brought you to the show behind a paywall. It ain't right. I don't agree with it. I think it's almost $20. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah, you never see me pay for that garbage. But yeah, comment below what you think. Oh, I need a favor. I want you guys down in the comments for a video sometime later on this month. Ask me any question you want, and I'm going to answer it in a video just to have fun. It could be any question you want. If I think it's too personal, I just won't answer it. I mean, you could, but ask whatever you want. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now. You're here. Peace.